your mind, Trent! Let's have a great day. Here we go!
Now, it's time for the Pat Narduzzi Show. The Pat Narduzzi Show is presented by the Power of Bowser and brought to you by GBU Life, providing life insurance, annuities, and community service since 1892. The Pat Narduzzi Show is on the Panther Radio Network.
We are live from the Hotel Indigo on Technology Drive next to the campus of the University of Pittsburgh, and welcome to the Pat Narduzzi Show presented by the Power of Bowser. You can hear that. We've got a great crowd here tonight at the Hotel Indigo. I'm Pat Bostic with Chris Pickle, 97 head football coach Pat Narduzzi. Panthers are coming off a road victory over Syracuse and are back in the Berg for homecoming this Saturday against NC State. Coach, little road trip. Nice to be back home.
Yeah, 2 road trips. It's great to be back home. I mean, homecoming at the AC, the grass is brand new.
How
got
about
a brand
that?
new field. How about that? No doubt about it. Heck yeah.
It's going to be a beautiful day, obviously. We're starting to get that fall chill in the air. The leaves are changing. I don't know when we hit peak foliage, but it's probably going to be like Saturday. It's going to be a perfect day for football as the Panthers take on NC State. A 3:30 kickoff at Acrisure Stadium. Again, homecoming. Televised on the ACC network. We'll have it for you on The Fan, which is a Marconi Award-winning 93.7 The Fan, National Large Station of the Year, which is a huge shout-out to our flagship. Michael Spacchioli and his whole staff have done a terrific job. Coach, never easy to win on the road. You guys didn't have your best stuff in Syracuse, but left with a 17-point win.
No doubt about it. You know, we played extremely well on defense, which, you know, you win championships with defense, so always will lean with the defense. And special teams, you know, Kenny Johnson, that punt return, we thought we were going to get explosive. Our kids executed that perfectly. I mean, it wasn't just Kenny. It was the blocking was superb, the fundamentals, all those technique things that we talk about all the time. So, but to go on the road and get a win, it's hard. And, you know, it's even better to go on the road and not play great offensively, as, you know, with the penalties and all that. I mean, we didn't execute properly. You know, give them a little bit of credit. They did a nice job, but we put ourselves behind the sticks and we got to win anyway. So offense ain't gonna play bad twice in a row. That's what I'm fortunate to know that we're going to play lights out this weekend.
Will Graves from the Associated Press tried to throw an injury question to you Monday at your press conference in honor of Jerry DePaula, so I'm not going to follow suit. However, you guys have been a little bit banged up. If you watch the games, you see who's in and who's out. Just what can you say about the next man up mentality and the names and faces that have jumped in that you probably didn't expect starting the season would be playing significant snaps?
No doubt about it. I mean, you know, first off, you went into the game without, you know, Rasheem Biles, number 3, and then, you know, 12 plays in it, you know, your All-American linebackers out, and you're going, wait a second, what's going on here? This ain't fair. But we held him to 212 yards, and the next man up, Nick Nappy, had a heck of a game. You know, we're proud of him. His first start, he played really, really well. And, again, just stepped up, which, you know, if you get lined up and you do what you're supposed to do, we feel like we can stop anybody, but you got to get lined up properly, and Nick executed, which is what we asked him to do. And Cam Lindsey had a bunch of reps. Abe Ibrahim had some reps in there, maybe 18 reps. So we played a lot of guys. Matter of fact, I think Bruton got in there as well. You know, some of his first real significant reps. I mean, after that onside kick, you know, things got a little hairy there. But our defense went out there, went 4 and out. That was a gigantic, 4 and out.
Yeah, I don't know what baby sharks are called. Maybe guppies? Is that what they call them? I don't know. But you had some babies
some
in there.
Goldfish.
Whatever they were. They're coming of age. And I wanted to ask you about the guy in the middle, Braylon Lovelace, Leechburg product, local kid. Biles and certainly the All-American Kyle Lewis got all the attention, but how consistent has he been for you?
He's been really consistent. I mean, all 3 of those guys have been really good this year when we've got them all in there, of course. Braylon has been consistent, and we got to keep him on the field and keep him healthy.
Panther fans, this week we're celebrating Panther Club Member Appreciation Week. Thank you to our loyal members whose generosity, most of you in attendance here, all of you, in fact, in attendance here, fuels Pitt athletics and supports our student athletes every day. From everyone at Pitt, hail to Pitt, and hail to our Panther Club members. Coming up next, we'll go through the player awards from the win over Syracuse. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power of Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
At GBU Life, we specialize in life insurance and annuity products to help protect families and anchor retirements. But we do things a little differently. When you choose GBU Life, you become a member of an organization that supports you, your personal goals, and your community causes. Ready to be a member? Visit gbu.org. GBU Life is the marketing name for GBU Financial Life. Life insurance is underwritten and annuities are issued by GBU Financial Life, Pittsburgh, PA. GBU Life and its agents do not provide legal, tax, or financial advice. Please consult with your advisor. answer.
The University of Pittsburgh is one of the nation's oldest institutions of higher education. The Hail to Pittsburgh program highlights the history, success, and goodwill of businesses rooted in Pittsburgh. Pitt Athletics would like to recognize a Hail to Pittsburgh corporate partner, J&A Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. J&A has proudly served Pittsburgh since 1993 with an expert team delivering reliable work, trusted value, and lasting comfort. Thank you, J&A, for your support of Pitt, because together we hail to Pittsburgh.
Welcome to the Eliza Hot Metal Bistro and Hotel Indigo Pittsburgh, University Oakland, host of the Pat Narduzzi Show. At Eliza Hot Metal Bistro, our chefs are true craftsmen, infusing every bite with passion and precision. Elevate your special event to new heights with our rooftop terrace, with over 2,600 square feet of flexible event space. And when it's time to relax after being minutes from the action, our well-appointed guest rooms provide the perfect sanctuary. The Eliza Hot Metal Bistro and Hotel Indigo Pittsburgh, University Oakland, where every detail, every moment matters. Thinking about selling your home? With RE/MAX Select Realty, you're not just getting an agent, you're getting a powerhouse team backed by the #1 name in real estate. Our proven marketing, expert negotiators, and cutting-edge technology mean your home sells faster and for top dollar. Trust the brand with global reach and local expertise. When it comes to selling your biggest investment, don't settle. Select RE/MAX Select Realty, official real estate sponsor of Pitt Athletics. No one gets you closer to the Pitt Panthers than the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Go inside the locker rooms, on the sidelines, and inside the game as we provide exclusive analysis, breaking news, and recruiting updates all season long. Have a question or want to comment on how Pitt's doing? Join a chat with a Post-Gazette reporter at postgazette.com/Pitt. From the football field to the volleyball court, the Post-Gazette has the best eyes and ears on all Pitt sports.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
It's the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Big rush. He's going to run right down the middle. He's got the first down and more. 25, 20, 15, 10. Into the end zone for the 36-yard scamper for the quarterback who hails from Oregon, Ohio, Mason Heichel.
The longest touchdown run by a quarterback at Pitt since Kenny Pickett's fake slide in the ACC Championship in 2021. Welcome back to the Pat Narduzzi Show, live from the Hotel Indigo. Capacity crowd, standing room only here at the Hotel Indigo. Panthers riding a 3-game winning streak. Big homecoming opportunity this Saturday to get a 4th straight against ACC rival NC State. Quick aside before we get into the player awards. You know that NC State, outside of Stanford and Cal, would be the only school we haven't traveled to in ACC play.
It's amazing.
In your 11 seasons in the ACC, obviously, as the head coach at Pitt, and then obviously the couple seasons prior to you getting to Pitt, when we just joined the conference. Never been to Raleigh. They've been here 3 times now, but never been down there. Well, nevertheless.
You don't want to give up this home game and go there this weekend,
No, I do. I absolutely do not. Sure. I love being at home for homecoming. A 3:30 kick again at Acrisure Stadium on Saturday. Player awards, Coach. This is a weekly tradition now that you're winning ball games, and we'll just dive right in. I don't think you need to go much farther than the punt return you spoke of for the special teams player of the week.
Yeah, no, Kenny Johnson, big time game changing play for our special teams unit. I'll continue to give praise to our coaches, scheming it up, getting it done. Players make plays, but coaches put the kids in position, and again, all 11 guys on that unit executed, to perfection, and that's what happens when you do that.
The thing I loved about that play is on the 3rd down prior series, he had his hands on a pass. It was a little low, but it hit him on the face mask. He bounced right back on the ensuing defensive possession with that punt return, so obviously showed some great resolve. Defensively, you guys had a number of players play takeaway, but you had to pick one, I guess.
Yeah, you pick one. Tamon Lynham doesn't have the greatest hands in the world. I can tell you that. In practice, I'm like,
that was a pretty darn good catch.
It was a great catch. It was a momentum. You talk about momentum. I mean, that was the first one, and that led to Mason's quarterback run there for a touchdown. I mean, so that led to a nice short field for the offense in the first series of the game, and you go up 7-0, and we kept the lead for the rest of the game.
This next one, I'm going to let you explain because I can't predict who's on. Your offensive player of the week is?
Our offensive player of the week, and again, these are not gimmies. Okay, we just don't give them to anybody. Okay, sometimes we give them to nobody. And this week it was a nobody offensive. We didn't give anybody player of the week on offense. Just felt like nobody, on offense played well enough to say you're the player of the game, win or lose. When we lose games, nobody gets player of the week. And in wins, we try to give everybody something, but we couldn't find one, so we said nobody.
If you'll give me the liberty, I would venture to say that had the 61-yard touchdown run down the left sideline not been called back, I think Boosie Turner would have had a strong case for offensive player of the week. He was moving. He was moving.
He would have, but if he would have made that block after that, he probably wouldn't have.
However,
that next block was a rookie move. Now that was rookie.
The next play would have been an extra point had it not been a holding call.
Yeah, but the next series, if
a little birdie told me he told one of the coaches or players that he saw the ref throw the flag and he wasn't sprinting on that run. I was told that.
Well, he ran 22 mile an hour, so I think he was running pretty fast.
He can absolutely move. So when you don't name a skill player, offensive player of the week or skill player of the week, I'd imagine lineman follows suit.
Lineman followed suit. We didn't have a lineman of the week as well. We just had too many unforced errors and holding calls. It was sloppy.
Well, people always say, that sacks. Obviously, you guys gave up 7 sacks in the game. They always blame the offensive line. The ball's in the hand of the quarterback, and the quarterback can ultimately be the last line of defense between a sack and a throwaway. So it was a team effort in that department, and one I know you guys won't replicate this week.
No question. Mason took responsibility for 3 of those sacks, and the great thing is we had 2 sacks for 23 yards. They had 7 for 35 yards, so it wasn't that big of a yardage minus. 7 sacks, we'd have had like 100 yards minus yards. So the great thing is there was some there were some 2 and 3 yard sacks, some 1 yard sack I believe. So Mason was trying to squirt out of there, but couldn't quite get past the line of scrimmage.
Unsung hero, Kenny didn't do that punt return by himself.
Yeah, Rashad Battle had a major block in that thing. The first, on a punt return, the first guys that got to get blocked are those gunners. And going into the game, we thought they had 2 really good gunners, and we wired them up, pretty much all day. And Rashad Battle got that award for the special teams unsung hero. Nobody sees what the block he made, and there again there was quite a few. We could have given it to 5 or 6 guys. Defensively, your unsung hero. Unsung hero, Francis Brew, D tackle, had a tackle and assist, 2 TFLs, quarterback Curry. He also had a pressure on the quarterback that. They call it as a roughing the passer, which, when you rough a passer below the knees, you kind of say it's a little unnecessary roughness, I guess. But he got tackled from behind and pushed into the quarterback. Wasn't really happy with that one. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I can remember getting hit like that. It never got flagged. I don't know why. It didn't happen for me. Shakes the quarterback up pretty good, too. But, Francis Brewer, you mentioned defensive line. Our player guest tonight, Sean Fitzsimmons, the Central Valley product of Monaca, PA, is going to join the show here next segment. And last week's Pat Narduzzi show special guest was your offensive unsung hero of the week. No doubt, Ryan Baer is playing at a high level. He had 2 pancakes and graded out I think 87%. He's playing really well up front. He wasn't good enough obviously to be the player of the week, but unsung hero Ryan Baer played well up front. Defensive attack force player of the week. Defensive attack Nick Lappy. His first start, he had 4 tackles, 4 assists. Had a sack and a TFL, just played really well, played like you're supposed to play. And he's been, defensively, he's been an up and down guy, for a couple of years. He'd have a great play and you're like, wow, that's great, Nick. And then he'd be like, what are you doing, Nick? But the consistency he played in, I was excited about it. I know his family's excited. Rapid fire around your Rocks player of the week on special teams, offense, and defense. Yeah, special teams, we give it to Justin Thompson, a linebacker from Good Counsel High School down in Maryland, true freshman. Keeps getting better and better every week, and Justin was that guy. And then offensively? Offensively, Caden Smith, a wide receiver, walk-on receiver, Pittsburgh kid that really does a great job every week. He's been doing it maybe this 3rd year. Again, a walk-on that just comes to work every day and gives our DBs, he gives them hell, just running routes. He runs fast. He goes up and gets the ball, and he makes those guys work every day in practice. How about on defense? On defense, a young safety from Virginia, Cole Woodson. Cole's done a great job on defense all year, and we're excited about his future. Coming up next on the Pat Narduzzi Show, Sean Fitzsimmons, number 55, defensive tackle, redshirt junior from Monaca, Beaver County, for those of you that know the county lines here in Pittsburgh. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power of Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hey, who's that girl helping you with your draft picks?
Oh, that's my Clearview expert, Jen. What do you always say, Jen?
Diversify your lineup, just like your investment portfolio.
Yes!
She's a genius! Financial advice is closer than you think. Clearview, clearly different.
We celebrate the brave, the powerful, pink ribbon wearers and supporters who turn the fear and uncertainty of a breast cancer diagnosis into strength and hope. At UPMC, we're here to support you with screenings, compassionate experts, and innovative therapies, because we know that sometimes you just need someone by your side through every step of the journey. Learn more at upmc.com/breast cancer awareness.
At the University of Pittsburgh, the gold standard is the championship level that Pitt athletics programs strive to achieve. This season, Pitt Athletics is recognizing those businesses that support Pitt Athletics at the gold standard championship level. Pitt Athletics would like to recognize its 2025 gold standard corporate partners, Clearview Federal Credit Union and the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. Thank you for supporting Pitt Athletics. Together, we go for gold.
As on the football field, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win your financial goals. Their wealth advisors use proven strategies with a focus on retirement distribution and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jksfinancial.com.
At L.B. Foster Company, we've been leading in innovation for 120 years. We support the rail industry with technologies that keep things moving, monitor conditions, and enable safety. Our solutions enhance environments by helping to ensure that critical infrastructure remains sound and functional. By deploying advanced manufacturing technologies in a precast concrete building or a bridge, our goal is to improve the lives of those who rely on us. L.B. Foster. We innovate to solve global infrastructure challenges.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, who's that girl helping you with your draft picks?
Oh, that's my Clearview expert, Jen. What do you always say, Jen?
Diversify your lineup, just like your investment portfolio.
Yes! She's a genius! Financial advice is closer than you think. Clearview, clearly different.
Back to the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
They throw the ball down the field, and I think a diving interception is made at the 36-yard line of the Cuse. Diving for it and coming up with it is the corner on that side. But the Panthers play takeaway. Is that Tamon Lynham?
I think it is Tamon Lynham. Tamon Lynham with the interception. So I got to ask our special player guest on the Pat Narduzzi Show is Sean Fitzsimmons. Let's give him a round of applause. Number 55, Central Valley High School, Monaca, PA. So what's a D lineman do on an interception? Look for the quarterback and try to kill him? Because I'm trying to get it. I was trying to make the tackle but then not get hit. That was my goal.
You got to be careful nowadays, though.
Get cracked back or something?
Yeah, if the quarterback's standing there, you got to stay away. You can only go get him if he's running.
Why not? Why can't you go after him?
That's rule now.
He's a tackler at that point.
Well, if he's chasing, you can go get him. But if he stands,
that's true now.
You got to stay away.
So if you just stand there, you can't hit him.
Yep.
Oh man, I wish I would have known that back in the day. That would have been perfect. It probably wasn't a rule when I played.
That would have killed you.
He would. Well, if you didn't chase it in practice, you got pulled out. You got absolutely pulled out. I threw plenty of interceptions for someone who says that in the crowd. Sean Fitzsimmons, Beaver County native. They've always said this. There's something in the water in Beaver County, Coach, and Sean's a great example of it. As a kid growing up, did he have that pride about being a Beaver County kid?
Oh yeah, of course. Tough place to be from. It's definitely a tough town. Take pride in being from there.
You Coach, you press stop in the run, and is he one of your better run defenders inside?
No question about it. We've got three really good ones up front, but he leads the way. Plays with great technique, great leverage, great hands, and they have trouble moving him at 200. And what do you weigh?
290.
290. And they there was rumors coming out
Little Panthers
that they said we weren't big enough and that we were going to blow us off the ball. They had, 51 yards rushing, I think. Like, that didn't happen.
I saw 55 and 95 and 11 in the backfield quite a bit at that game up in the JMA Wireless Dome. I always struggle not to say Carrier Dome because that's how I know it from my past. Sean, you came here as a freshman, obviously played a little bit, a couple games as a freshman, and then you had some injuries over the course of your career. Just how far have you come, and how much work have you put in to get in the position you're in, and then how much of a groove did you find late last season? Because there was a big difference. When he came back against Carolina, that defense looked different.
Yeah, it's always been a dream to go D1, especially at Pitt, my hometown. So, but yeah, coming in, got to play in a couple games, enjoyed it, loved it. And then, the past 2 years been dealing with some injuries. And, that's
little ones, thank God.
Yeah,
right?
Little ones, thank God. But other than that, just putting in the work. And then, last year when I was finally come back from the injury and able to play, I couldn't enjoy it more. I want to go out there, help the team any way I can, and just be the best I can be.
And I know talking to Coach Doust, he has a hard time taking you off the field. Is it a bad moment when you get pulled off? I know you guys like to sub a lot, especially when the ref does this and you get the opportunity to sub, which is smart. Slow sub. But you pride yourself in your conditioning and staying out there as much as possible?
Oh, absolutely. Coach Stack and the guys, they get us right. So you want to be out there as much as you can be. I don't feel like I get tired out there. So I want to be in there every rep, but slow subs, you got to get them.
Yeah, talk about that now. When the offense substitutes, just to explain for our listeners in attendance and those in the car, when the offense subs, the defense gets a chance to sub. You get a chance to come in.
And you get 3 seconds.
And you get 3 seconds.
They hold it out there looking like 1001, 1002, and then we run out there, as slow as we probably can get away with. And we don't let that guy come out until we come in there and say, oh, hey, Pat, I'm in for you. I tap him, and then he goes out. And they got to wait till he gets off the field.
There's a strategy to it, but I've seen Fitzy hit the burners when he gets to the numbers to get off the field when he subs off. So you got a little speed in there, kind of like your little brother. We'll get to that. We'll get to that a little bit later. We've got the Fitzsimmons family over here as well. We got to talk about this. I learned this a minute ago. Coach Doust pregame against Syracuse. So we're allowed to let Sean tell the story here.
Yeah, as much as he knows of the story, I don't know much of it. I wasn't there.
So Coach Doust, obviously been the D-line coach for a couple of years now, has control of you guys in the room, but he gets a little fired up, I guess.
Oh, yeah, very passionate guy. When he was getting us hyped before the game and pregame, him and Jimmy start headbutting each other.
Jimmy Scott.
And Coach, he got left with a little cut on top of his head.
Blood was rolling down his forehead. I thought it was just a cut.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, yesterday I was in the staff meeting. I stood up, going up to the board, and he's sitting next to me. I was like looking up. I was like, geez, Pete, what the hell happened? He got stitches in his head. He's got stitches.
Well,
we had to bring Dr. Duca in to stitch him up.
Yeah, had to bring Dr. Duca in to stitch him up. I know you're a superstitious guy. He must have to do that every single week now. Your defense played great.
Yeah, if we get Jimmy going, whatever we got to do.
You get Jimmy Scott
He
going.
doesn't need to get going.
No, he doesn't need to get going. And we're going to have more with Sean Fitzsimmons next on the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power of Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hey, Pitt fans. Delta Airlines is proud to fly the Pittsburgh Panthers and their fans across the country and around the globe. Delta Airlines offers nonstop service to 6 destinations from Pittsburgh. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, you'll enjoy Delta Airlines' award-winning customer service as we support you through your travel journey. Pitt Athletics and Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi from 93.7 The Fan for the Power of Bowser. This October, things are getting spooktacular at Bowser Chevy of Monroeville. From the family favorite Chevy Equinox to the powerful Silverado and the all-new Blazer EV, Bowser has a ride that's ready for every trick-or-treat adventure. Right now, Bowser Chevy gets 0% for 36 months on a 2025 Chevy Silverado, $1,500 crew cab, plus $1,000 bonus cash. Get financing offers, top trade-in values, and drive home with the confidence of Chevy's advanced safety features. For well-qualified buyers, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. With approved credit through GM Financial. Offer ends November 3rd.
Oh, that's the power of Bowser.
Bowser Chevrolet Monroeville. BowserChevrolet.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
At L.B. Foster, we've been building America's infrastructure since 1902. We hold a market-leading reputation in the rail and infrastructure segments and embrace the digital era by anticipating the evolving needs of these markets. Our engineered solutions help to ensure safe and efficient rail transportation and public infrastructure for generations to come. Visit lbfoster.com to discover career opportunities and see how we innovate to solve global infrastructure challenges.
At PNC Bank, they pride themselves on being boring. For nearly 160 years, they've quietly toiled away to serve up brilliant results for their equally brilliant clients. As a proud sponsor of Pitt Athletics, PNC digs your passion for winning. That's why they have dedicated teams throughout Pittsburgh, all ready to do the boring work to help set you up for success. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association.
Let's return to the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Shotgun snap, blitz, they pick it up, he has time, throws it down the field. Intercepted at the 20-yard line. Cruz Brookins up over the 30, and he crosses the 35 and gets to the 39. The Panther defense plays takeaway for the second time. And
the second interception of the ball game by Cruz Brookins, also a Pittsburgh native, Steel Valley High School. Welcome back to the Pat Narduzzi Show, joined by number 55, Sean Fitzsimmons, our player guest. Monaca, PA, Central Valley High School, 4-year starter, 122 tackles, 52 sacks in his career. That's a crazy number. 52 sacks in high school?
Yeah.
I almost had to check myself. They're typically 52 is like the TFLs, and sacks are like 20-something. But you got after it in high school. Played for Coach Mark Lyons at Central Valley High School. Football family. You got mom and dad here today. Dad was a ball player at Indiana State.
Yep.
Right? Your
Center.
Your center.
Center.
I tell you what, he's trimmed up. He looks in fighting shape now. He looks good. Played center back in the day. I mean, we could go on and down the line about your family, but I want to. EJ Borghetti, who used to be at this show, doesn't come anymore, Coach. I don't know why he's boycotting or something.
One day
he could come at least once. I tried to get him to come tonight for you, Sean. He said no. But he mentioned that he saw your younger brother, play at Hampton one day, and he said he's a walking highlight reel.
Oh yeah, he was a pretty good running back in high school.
So you're the D tackle.
Yep.
Your younger brother's the running back. What about your older brother?
Linebacker. He's the tweener.
He had each level of the defense covered. Each level of the offense. You play in the offense?
Oh, yeah, I played guard.
Played pulling guard. He was a pulling guard. Remember when he used to call them pulling guards back in the day?
Yeah. Right side, split side.
Right side, split end, pulling guard. You were an actual guard. That was well before your time. But growing up with brothers like that, being right in the middle, what was that like for you, watching them as you were a youngster?
Oh, yeah, like my older brother, he was a hero of mine. I wanted to be just like him, look up to him. He played every sport imaginable. We all did. Football, baseball, basketball. Wanted to just replicate him. Different body types too. He started off playing quarterback, and I've been on the line since I started playing. So, but
you've been on the line since you started?
Yeah.
When I first met Sean, I thought this guy had to have been a wrestler, and I asked him, and I was disappointed not to hear it because of his hands. The way he uses his hands, the way he can contort his body. I mean, what stood out to you about him in high school, way back when you watched him as a youngster?
Just the havoc he caused in the backfield. I mean, you look at his numbers there. He got off the ball. He was an attacking guy, which is what we like. We want guys that get off the ball and cause penetration in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's what he did on tape.
Is that what appealed to you about coming to a place like Pitt? Not only being hometown, but the way they let you guys take chances and make plays?
Oh, absolutely. The most aggressive defense in the country. We always say it all the time. Why wouldn't you want to play in that defense? Go make plays.
Yeah, go make plays. You watched Jordan Whitehead play in high school and in college, and he paved the way for you from Central Valley to Pitt. I mean, he had a great NFL career, obviously, and was just a terrific player. I still remember him playing both ways in a game against Notre Dame in 2015, 2016, some of the hits he had. I mean,
Those two touchdowns against Notre Dame on toss plays.
Oh, yeah. It was unbelievable. What do you recall from watching him play at your high school?
Oh, just dominant. We'd go there every day. It was a highlight reel. They made it to the States that year. I don't know what their record was, but they were a really good team. So it was fun going there. I look forward to Friday nights.
We got your father, George, your mom, Shelby here. Who else do we have here? We got your girlfriend here tonight?
Yeah, my girlfriend, Emily.
Emily, okay. Yeah. And how long have you guys been together? This is I feel like I'm doing a dating show here or something.
We give it a thumbs up over there?
We go
thumbs
with
up?
this?
We got thumbs up?
Oh, we got it on video.
Emily, you're not allowed. You're not allowed thumbs up. We're asking George. I didn't see a thumb there, George. Good. Just want to make sure.
How long have you been together?
Been together 8 years. This past September turned 8.
Hey, pressure's on. Just kidding. As someone that married my high school sweetheart, it warms my heart that the last 2 weeks we've had Sean this week, high school sweetheart, Ryan Bear last week, high school sweetheart. You just got some proud young men in your program.
Those linemen are smart.
Those linemen are smart.
They find a good one and they hold on.
There's no question about it. So, we got the whole family represented. You guys are going to get some good food here at the Hotel Indigo. Let's talk a little bit about NC State. Obviously, they got a pretty good tailback back there. And Hollywood Smothers, that is actually his name, Hollywood Smothers. How much does playing a guy like Des Reed in practice throughout training camp prepare you for a dual threat back like Hollywood?
Oh, it gives you all the preparation you need. Des Reed, All-American. I mean, there's nothing more else to say. Just got to be prepared.
Yeah,
he's quick twitch. Now this kid's a good back. He'll make you miss. He'll make everybody miss.
Second leading receiver on the roster, and obviously the leading rusher in the ACC. What stands out about them schematically and up front that you'll have to contend with in the trenches at the new turf at Acrisure Stadium?
That new turf, zone team, inside zone, outside zone. They got good O-line too. Freshman at right guard. Hopefully get after him. Center, he looks pretty quick too, so got to be ready for that. And the right tackle, I think, is a pretty good player, so we'll be ready for them double teams.
The intricacies of playing D-line, I mean, we're not going to give away trade secrets here, but you're looking at technique, right, cheats, the little tips here and there. I mean, how much do you get into the film throughout the course of the week, not only with Coach, I see you there afterward.
Yeah. We got a good group. Usually me and Jimmy Scott, usually there Tuesday nights. Ghost Neal, he comes as well. Just get on the tape. More you prepare, more you'll be ready.
How about Ghost playing DN? I mean, what's that say about his versatility? I mean, he's out there, he's playing all different positions. He's running all over the place. I mean, man, he's made an impact.
Oh, no doubt. He has that athletic ability. He got the speed to go out there, and he's been doing a great job.
We dropped him in coverage on the next interception. You're probably going to play, Cruce's, or not Cruce's. Actually, it was Cruce. Cruce's interception. He's 20 yards down the field with his arm up in the air trying to knock the ball down. Now he was 20 yards from the ball, but he made an effort to go.
A Tampa 2 D end.
Tampa 2. It was cover 2 for sure.
Right down the middle. You won't have to cook tonight, but any interest off the field? What do you get into? Are you just football all day, all night?
Yeah, I'm football, and I'm a big sports guy. Love watching UFC. UFC is my go-to. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite fighter?
Oh, obviously McGregor is everyone's favorite, but I love McGregor. I like John Bones Jones as well.
Bones Jones. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I actually played against his brother, who sadly passed away, who played for Syracuse. Played against him back in 2007. The Jones family. Chandler obviously was a terrific player in the NFL. John is probably the best fighter of all time. We could go all day on this. Who do you want to thank, Sean, for where you're at right now and why you're sitting here as a Pitt Panther and a leader on this football team?
Oh, yeah. I just would like to thank my whole family, my mom and dad, my girlfriends in the crowd, both my brothers, my grandparents, cousins, my whole family, all my high school football coaches as well. These got me to this point. I can't be more thankful.
Well, we're thankful for you, Sean. Appreciate your time tonight. Give it up for Sean Fitzsimmons. Get him a sack. Maybe you can do the McGregor dance after your sack on Saturday. Coming up next on the Pat Narduzzi Show, we'll get into NC State, the Wolfpack, led by Dave Dorn. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power of Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. Life moves fast, but planning ahead doesn't have to be complicated.
Exactly, Bill. That's why NSS Life offers affordable life insurance and reliable annuities you can count on.
It's the peace of mind you've been looking for.
Because you're not just planning for tomorrow, you're building a future that lasts a lifetime.
NSS Life. Secure today, confident tomorrow.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi from 93.7 The Fan for the Power of Bowser. This October, things are getting spooktacular at Bowser Chevy of Monroeville. From the family favorite Chevy Equinox to the powerful Silverado and the all-new Blazer EV, Bowser has a ride that's ready for every trick-or-treat adventure. Right now, Bowser Chevy, get 0% for 36 months on a 2025 Chevy Silverado, $1,500 crew cab, plus $1,000 bonus cash. Get financing offers, top trade-in values, and drive home with the confidence of Chevy's advanced safety features. For well-qualified buyers, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. With approved credit through GM Financial. Offer ends November 3rd.
Oh, that's the power of Bowser. Yeah.
Bowser Chevrolet Monroeville. BowserChevrolet.com.
Hey, Pitt fans! Delta Airlines is proud to fly the Pittsburgh Panthers and their fans across the country and around the globe. Delta Airlines offers nonstop service to 6 destinations from Pittsburgh. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, you'll enjoy Delta Airlines' award-winning customer service as we support you through your travel journey. Pitt Athletics and Delta Airlines. Keep climbing. Thinking about selling your home? With RE/MAX Select Realty, you're not just getting an agent, you're getting a powerhouse team backed by the #1 name in real estate. Our proven marketing, expert negotiators, and cutting-edge technology mean your home sells faster and for top dollar. Trust the brand with global reach and local expertise. When it comes to selling your biggest investment, don't settle. Select RE/MAX Select Realty, official real estate sponsor of Pitt Athletics. Welcome to the Eliza Hot Metal Bistro and Hotel Indigo Pittsburgh, University, Oakland. Host of the Pat Narduzzi Show. At Eliza Hot Metal Bistro, our chefs are true craftsmen, infusing every bite with passion and precision. Elevate your special event to new heights with our rooftop terrace, with over 2,600 square feet of flexible event space. And when it's time to relax after being minutes from the action, our well-appointed guest rooms provide the perfect sanctuary. The Eliza Hot Metal Bistro and Hotel Indigo Pittsburgh, University, Oakland, where every detail, every moment matters.
It's the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Going to throw it long down the field again. This time, a catch is
intercepted.
It hit the receiver, and the Panthers are running up the field with the football. Marquez, he's at the 15, and he's down well at the 17-yard line. It hit the hands of the receiver down the field, and Lynham tipped the ball in the air.
I think he tipped it up to Baines Marquez. Kavir Baines. We going Baines or Baines Marquez, Coach?
Baines.
Kavir Baines.
So
that's what we're going to go with from here on out. Welcome back to the Pat Narduzzi Show. Here's what you need to know about NC State. The Wolfpack coming to Pittsburgh for a 3:30 kickoff. It's homecoming at Acrisure Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Brought to you by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. First of all, Coach, Dave Doran. You've known him for a long time. You guys have been in the league together for 11 years. I know there's a lot of mutual respect.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Spent a lot of time with him in the off season. He was really good friends with Charlie Partridge. Matter of fact, they were roommates. So I got to know him through that at Drake. They were roommates at Drake, and heck of a ball coach. Had a great career in this profession, and have a ton of respect for what he does as a football coach and building that team over at North Carolina State.
Yeah, defensive coach by trade. Obviously, was a coordinator at Wisconsin and worked his way head coach at a number of different places, but now at NC State for 11 seasons. Kurt Roper also has been in college football for quite a long time, too, and kind of mans their offense. Let's start on the offensive side of the ball. What do you see from them before we get into the talent and players? Schematically, how multiple are they?
They're like a typical offense that we face in the ACC. They're spread, a lot of 11 personnel. They'll dabble in the 12 personnel, 2 tight ends on the field. They're one tight end. Jolly is number 7 is a dude. He's maybe one of the best tight ends in the league. He's a guy that we've got to stop. He is their leading receiver, so you don't find very often that the leading receiver is a tight end and the second leading receiver is their Hollywood tailback there.
Yeah, Justin Jolie, the transfer from UConn, 6'3", 263, 30 catches, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns on the year. He is their leading receiver. You mentioned it, Coach Doran, similar to you, a physical brand of football they want to play. It starts with the run game, their offensive line, and Hollywood at tailback. How potent is that run game?
It's potent. I mean, they've had big runs on everybody. They run a lot of outside zone, more outside zone than we normally see, and that's something we've focused on: inside zone, outside zone. And C.J. Bailey, the quarterback, he's 6'6". He is a tall dude. And he's got a gun. We got to confuse him a little bit and lock down the receivers.
Drilling down on that inside zone versus outside zone, what are the changes for you guys defensively with what they do technically?
No big changes. One's going to make your linebackers run and your D-line start to get lateral, and but we're going to try to get penetration in both of them and see if we can cause some havoc and make them. They're running outside. We want them to cut it back. If he runs around the edge, you got issues.
And C.J. Bailey back there, he's got a number of targets. Obviously, Joe Lee and Smothers are the biggest ones in terms of volume, but they have some playmakers, a couple transfers on the perimeter. Who jumps out that your secondary is going to have to contend with?
The Anderson kid, number 9, Terrell Anderson, is a guy that we've got to deal with. But really, all of them are really solid. They're all 200 pounds. They're all big wideouts. There are no little tiny guys out there. They're all 6'2", 200 pounds. I mean, almost identical. So they don't have that really, little guy that's going to, scare the heck out of you. But they're big, athletic guys that can go up and get the ball.
You said structurally you guys are built to stop the run. Obviously, that's where it's going to start this week. What makes you say that from a structure standpoint?
Just, we're a 4-3 based defense, and I think a lot of people go 4-3, but they go a nickel 4-3, and they put a nickel back. We got, Kyle Lewis out there at the star position. That's where a lot of people put a DB and play with 5 DBs. We play with 3 linebackers, and we're going to be physical, but that athletic, Kyle Lewis, that star position's kind of a different animal for us.
When you're dealing with an athletic, not athletic, but a multiple tailback that catches the ball, they'll motion him out, they'll throw him screens, they throw him a go route against Notre Dame. Does the athleticism you have at linebacker help you in situations like that where you've got a tight end and working in the slot and a back like that they're going to have to be one-on-one with?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, athletic linebackers, it's some people struggle when they don't have athletic linebackers with Dez, but an advantage for us is to have athletic linebackers out there that can run and cover.
Coming up on the Pat Narduzzi Show, we'll dive on the other side of the ball, take a look at NC State's defense and special teams. Back on the Pat Narduzzi Show next, presented by the Power of Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hey, who's that girl helping you with your draft picks?
Oh, that's my Clearview expert, Jen. What do you always say, Jen?
Diversify your lineup, just like your investment portfolio.
Yes! She's a genius! Financial advice is closer than you think. Clearview, clearly different.
As on the football field, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win your financial goals. Their wealth advisors use proven strategies with a focus on retirement distribution and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jksfinancial.com.
At the University of Pittsburgh, the gold standard is the championship level that Pitt athletics programs strive to achieve. This season, Pitt Athletics is recognizing those businesses that support Pitt Athletics at the gold standard championship level. Pitt Athletics would like to recognize its 2025 gold standard corporate partners, Clearview Federal Credit Union and the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. Thank you for supporting Pitt Athletics. Together, we go for gold.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
We celebrate the brave, the powerful, pink ribbon wearers and supporters who turn the fear and uncertainty of a breast cancer diagnosis into strength and hope. At UPMC, we're here to support you with screenings, compassionate experts, and innovative therapies, because we know that sometimes you just need someone by your side through every step of the journey. Learn more at upmc.com/breast cancer awareness.
The University of Pittsburgh is one of the nation's oldest institutions of higher education. The Hail to Pitt program highlights the history, success, and goodwill of businesses rooted in Pittsburgh. Pitt Athletics would like to recognize a Hail to Pittsburgh corporate partner, Bowser Automotive, a family-owned dealership offering new and used vehicles, expert service, and financing across top brands. delivering trusted care, value, and a seamless car buying experience since 1983. Thank you, Bowser Automotive, for your support of Pitt, because together we hail to Pittsburgh.
Hey, who's that girl helping you with your draft picks?
Oh, that's my Clearview expert, Jen. What do you always say, Jen?
Diversify your lineup, just like your investment portfolio.
Yes! She's a genius! Financial advice is closer than you think. Clearview, clearly different.
Back to the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power of Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Johnson will take at his own 33. Sidesteps a couple of men up over the 40. He's in the clear. 40, 35, 20. Still on his feet. End zone. Touchdown. Kenny Johnson.
Now
He
that's
made
what the doctor
people
ordered.
miss. He made people miss and then sprinted for the end zone.
Wow. Welcome back to the Pat Narduzzi Show. That was Kenny Johnson's touchdown.
I was looking for flags.
Punt return.
I wasn't watching innings. I was looking back for flags. I thought they were going to throw another one somewhere.
You and me both. You and me both. But there were no flags. Alas, all that ends well is well. And Kenny Johnson hit pay dirt. The first move was unreal. He had a couple free rushers in his face, and he just he said goodbye.
Yeah, that was a heck of a return, and need another one this weekend.
I heard a lot of cheering there. There were a lot of Pitt fans up at the JMA Wireless Dome, and they kind of drowned out the boo birds that were in the dome.
I love the fourth quarter when it was "Let's go Pitt, let's go Pitt." You heard that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. Music to my ears. Talking about NC State's What You Need to Know, brought to you by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. Defensively, DJ Elliott's their defensive coordinator. They've had some injuries on that side of the ball, particularly in the secondary. But it's a group that's played well in spurts throughout the year. You mentioned earlier in the week that you think their DNs are the best two you've played all year.
No doubt about it. You know, both the Harsh kid and Sloan, number 8 and number 54, two guys to watch. Our tackles are going to have to play really well. They're good inside. Their linebackers are physical. They got a good football team. Number
1, Caden Fordham, their linebacker, is one of the leading tacklers of the ACC, 69 tackles on the year. A little bit of an undersized linebacker group, 6'1", 6 foot, not as rangy as what you guys have. But it looks like those guys play pretty hard in there.
They do. Their entire defense plays really hard. I mean, they're a physical team. They play hard. They played Notre Dame. It's a 7-7 ball game all the way up until the end of the first half. They got a really good team.
And they're the only team, although it did not count as a conference game, to beat Virginia this season. They beat Virginia in a non-conference game as deemed by the league, and it would be Virginia's only loss in conference play. As it stands, it's bunched up. I mean, the ACC, you don't look at it. I understand that. We do. We do look at it. In the thick of an ACC race
you
here.
Keep looking.
Heading into the month of November. It's hard to say that, too, heading into November. But this is an NC State team that's played some of the best teams in the league really hard up until the fourth quarter, just hasn't finished. And they're coming off an open week. What are the challenges? You guys have played an open week, coming off an open week last week with Syracuse.
We need an open week.
We got one coming in a couple weeks. You got to be patient.
Not early enough.
But Syracuse came off an open week. Now NC State coming off an open week. Are there things you have to prepare for differently about a team that's going to have a week to self-scout?
Yeah, I mean, we went back and looked at the 2017 game, the 2020 game. We pulled cut-ups out of those just to kind of see what they did, how they did it. But they got 2 weeks to prepare. I mean, so they're going to double the game plan. They'll have special plays in for us that maybe you don't normally have in a normal Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday practice. So they've had 2 weeks to go back, look what they're doing, even change some things up. Everybody goes back and self-scouts. What are we doing? What are we giving away? So that's obviously an advantage for them.
You mentioned that you needed an open week, but you guys are hot right now. You're playing well. What's the balance between taking a week off and
freshness?
You can't think it. So freshness versus confidence. You can keep the confidence with an open week, obviously.
No question about it. You can keep confidence. Now, they're coming off a loss to Notre Dame, so they're reeling a little bit, but they got 2 weeks to kind of put that one to bed and move on to Pitt Panthers.
Special teams play a big role, obviously, for you guys last week in the win over Syracuse. Trey Bukowski has been excellent. He was excellent in the Dome as well. When you look at NC State, what type of challenge do they pose in that department?
They got a good punter. I mean, he's not as good as Syracuse's punter last week, but he's a 40-yard average guy that hopefully Kenny gets a chance to not just fair catch it, but be able to get some return yards there and give us some better field position. But and their kicker's good, so they're really solid on every phase of their game.
Going back to last week, one of the weird things about a Dome is they have a center hung scoreboard, which you get. We visited down.
I didn't even notice.
AT&T, it's way up. AT&T Stadium down in Dallas when we were down at SMU.
They didn't
last
like
year.
that one.
They have a huge one that's the size of this entire hotel pretty much. I always wondered, because Stonehouse could boot it. It looked like on the Kenny Johnson one, it almost hit the video board. You don't get that at an open-air stadium, but nonetheless, Stonehouse was as advertised last week. I mean, he had some bombs, but how about Caleb Junko with a 60-yarder to flip the field?
Yeah, Caleb, he had some good punts. He dropped one. He can't do that anymore.
He didn't drop. He got it up and got it off.
He got it off. Scares the hell out of me. It makes people want to rush the punter. It makes people want to rush the punt.
What my comment was after that was, they don't ask how. It was down inside the 20. That's all that matters. They didn't say on the play-by-play, drop the snap, then punted it.
No doubt about it.
He got it done.
Nobody knows.
By Jove,
Nobody knows
got
except
done.
us. Everybody in here.
Coming up next on the Pat Narduzzi Show, big shout-out to our crowd here tonight, Panther Club members in attendance, eating, drinking, being merry. Homecoming kickoff, 3:30 p.m. against NC State on Saturday at Acrisure Stadium. We'll wrap up the Pat Narduzzi Show next, presented by the Power of Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
At PNC Bank, they pride themselves on being boring. For nearly 160 years, they've quietly toiled away to serve up brilliant results for their equally brilliant clients. As a proud sponsor of Pitt Athletics, PNC digs your passion for winning. That's why they have dedicated teams throughout Pittsburgh, all ready to do the boring work to help set you up for success. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association. No one gets you closer to the Pitt Panthers than the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Go inside the locker rooms, on the sidelines, and inside the game as we provide exclusive analysis, breaking news, and recruiting updates all season long. Have a question or want to comment on how Pitt's doing? Join a chat with a Post-Gazette reporter at postgazette.com/Pitt. From the football field to the volleyball court, the Post-Gazette has the best eyes and ears on all Pitt sports.
At GBU Life, we specialize in life insurance and annuity products to help protect families and anchor retirements. But we do things a little differently. When you choose GBU Life, you become a member of an organization that supports you, your personal goals, and your community causes. Ready to be a member? Visit GBU.org. GBU Life is the marketing name for GBU Financial Life. Life insurance is underwritten and annuities are issued by GBU Financial Life, Pittsburgh, PA. GBU Life and its agents do not provide legal, tax, or financial advice. Please consult with your advisor.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi from 93.7 The Fan for the Power of Bowser. This October, things are getting spooktacular at Bowser Chevy of Monroeville. From the family favorite Chevy Equinox to the powerful Silverado and the all-new Blazer EV, Bowser has a ride that's ready for every trick-or-treat adventure. Right now, Bowser Chevy, get 0% for 36 months on a 2025 Chevy Silverado, $1,500 crew cab, plus $1,000 bonus cash. Get financing offers, top trade-in values, and drive home with the confidence of Chevy's advanced safety features. For well-qualified buyers, tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies with approved credit through GM Financial. Offer ends November 3rd.
Oh, that's the power of Bowser. Yeah.
Bowser Chevrolet Monroeville. BowserChevrolet.com.
Let's return to the Pat Narduzzi Show, presented by the Power Bowser on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Pat Narduzzi Show, live from Hotel Indigo on Technology Drive, just off the Hot Metal Bridge, just down the hill from the University of Pittsburgh's campus. Homecoming weekend, 3:30 kickoff against NC State on Saturday. Coach, your freshman quarterback got off to a hot start, came down to earth a little bit against Syracuse, albeit made some really big plays in the game, including a great throw on 3rd and long to Poppy Williams to set up a 4th down conversion. How has he responded this week in practice? I imagine you probably see the same guy.
Right, no doubt about it. It's the same guy. You know, he tried to make some plays that he should just, get rid of the ball, put it where it's supposed to be. Don't try to be the hero. And, you learn from those. That's what you're going to deal with when you got a freshman quarterback out there playing for you. So he's got to just play his game. Don't try to do too much. Don't be the hero.
What can you say about the guts of Desmond Reed? That he's been, on that questionable game time decision list, but he finds a way to suck it up and play on Saturdays. I mean, the guy clearly hasn't been 100%, but has put it out there for his team.
He looked 100% at Florida State, didn't he?
He looked 100% until he started blowing chunks on the sideline.
Yeah. Did he blow chunks?
He was talking about it after the game. He said, I was struggling on the sideline. He didn't feel like he was.
It's because he hasn't practiced, probably.
Correct. There you go. Which is why he's a game time decision and listed on the injury report. Which
they got mad last week. We had too many game time decisions.
Well,
I didn't know there was a limit on how many game time decisions. Maybe they can help us out injury wise.
When the infirmary is filled with players that are banged up, it's tough. And you start to get to this point in the season. We're now headed to the 8th game of the year. Obviously, you guys have weathered the storm incredibly well. You've dealt with adversity, but you've had a lot of guys contribute that I would imagine in your staff meeting week 1 weren't even on your radar.
Well, they're on the radar because you better build depth because the time is coming. So you always prepare for that. Who's going to be your next guy? The first group, the second group, and that third team is awful important of developing them all the time. And we've stopped doing what we call showtime at the end of practice of just trying to continue to develop the youth on our football team because you get so banged up that you're afraid to lose someone that can help you on your scout team.
Incidentally, Dave Doran in his press conference this week talked about they typically do a bowl scrimmage or something during the open week, and they didn't do one because they're banged up too. So who knows at this point in the year who's in and who's out. But a guy that I want to ask about that's played some meaningful snaps is Abe Ibrahim. And he's a guy that, came to this program in a unique way, obviously similar to Nick Lappy, and has found his way playing multiple positions.
Yeah, he's done a great job for us on special teams. He's done a great job for us at linebacker. He'll continue to have opportunities just because when he has gone out there, he's made plays. So we expect if he gets on the field on defense that he'll make some plays.
Coach, obviously this is a good NC State team that it belies its record. They've lost a couple games, a couple close games. What's it going to take to come out with a W on Saturday for homecoming?
It's going to take a complete game. I think they're really good, and we're going to have to play good in all three phases. It can't be like Florida State. Our defense played not as good as our offense. Our offense played outstanding. Then you go to Syracuse, and the defense holds it down for the game. And we can't be slow on one side of the ball. We've got to have a complete game on both sides. It's
going to be about 56 degrees at kickoff. It'll start getting a little bit darker towards the second half of the game. A home field advantage, you haven't had it in a little bit. It's important to have, particularly in a game where you don't look at records, but this ACC is up for grabs, and you got to win your home games.
No question about it. The Panther Pitt will be huge. We need a big showing out of the Panther Pitt. I think a 3:30 start helps because they like to go out on Friday night, I guess. And they don't like the noon starts because they got to get up early,
I think there's some adults.
I'll set the alarm for them if they need.
I think there's some adult fans that do the same thing.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm not that lucky, but they will be huge. We need a loud stadium when they're operating on offense, and we need to give C.J. Bailey and that offense as much noise as we can get.
We'll be there on Saturday at Acrisure Stadium. Coach, good luck.
Thanks, Pat. Appreciate it. Hail to Pitt.
Thanks to our executive producer P.J. Kamanchik, Tom Catanzarite, here at the Hotel Indigo helping us out. Back at the Studio Central at Foster Plaza, we've got our guy Logan Arblaster. Special thanks to Mike Anarella and Don Pasquale who helped with our sports information. Big shout out to Allison Rubin. You don't see her around. She's back in Queens with her dad who is on the IR a little bit, but he's doing good. We'll give Howie a shout out back in Queens. I know they're listening up there. She'll be back tomorrow, back for game day, and we'll be ready to roll. We'll see everyone. Bring your friends. Saturday at Acrisure Stadium, 3:30 kick. Hail to Pitt.